everybody, just calm down.
Girl, just calm down.
First of all, my titties is over here looking like Kelly's.
No, your titties is giving.
My head looks so tiny and my titties look so huge. But
You ran a brazier?
I am.
Oh, yeah, I can see it now. Actually, now I can see it.
It's getting under his eye.
Oh, not a handmaid's bitch.
But anywho, guys, welcome to Everybody Just Calm Down the podcast. I am your boy Poe Theory.
I'm Jared.
I'm Big Titty D, I guess.
And we are here to review the lovely looks. Well, some lovely, some not so much. Exactly. We are here to review the looks from Real Housewives of Atlanta, the reunion looks. So let's get into it. To be 100% honest with you guys, I don't think I've been so disappointed in my life when it comes to reunion look. The reason that I'm disappointed with Kelli, I feel like Kelli, honestly, behind Porsha, she has been serving the girls. Porsha was number one to me when it comes to confessionals. Kelli was honestly, Kelli was right next to Porsha. I don't even feel comfortable saying she was the number two. Kelli gave the girls looks.
Yeah.
When you are that little, it is literally the opposite of what Danielle said on the last episode when she talked about how Kelli can wear so much because she's so little. But this is when little goes wrong. When you when you're so little and you have so much volume,
it's the fabric. It's a lot of That's a lot of fabric.
It's a lot. I agree. So I am going to say it's a no for me when it comes to Kels. I'm sorry. I hate that. It's a no for me. I'm not a fan. The glam, the face, her face looks swollen. Kelli has been, in my opinion, very traditional when it comes to hair, and it works for her because she does so much when it comes to her style. And this is what Love and Hip Hop girls give us, and that's what I got from the hair. The highlights are clashing with the dress.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's rough. Yeah, definitely. The dress swallows her. I actually I've had this problem with Kelli. I know you guys think she's really cute. She is cute for the most part, but I have seen throughout the season several times that I feel like her clothes have swallowed her. And I know she's a little lady, and that's no fault of her own, but this, yeah, it's a miss. And I know a lot of times when we've reviewed these before, we're like, oh, it's probably going to look better sitting down. I can only imagine this is going to get worse. And then Aaron, to your point about her face looking a little swollen, I agree. And a lot of times with these reunions, the housewives make a mistake of getting a little zhuzhing up, but not doing it in enough time to let it get settled in before the reunion. And I think that might have happened here. For some reason, this is giving me birthday hat. I just hate it.
Birthday hat, New Year's Eve. Yeah, I can see
New Year's
it.
Eve.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a New Year's Eve hat. Yes, it is.
New Year's Eve. Yeah, I can see it.
Isn't it giving Sheree when Sheree's face was swollen?
Yes.
And then she came through and she was fine.
Big face, little face.
Right. Which is squats, not shots. But squats. But go ahead, D.
Y'all are sick. I couldn't agree with you guys more. I'm a stickler for fit and size. So number one, the bodice is wrong. I'm getting a little intricate here. Yeah, the bodice is wrong. Besides it being too much fabric, the only thing about this dress that is good for Kelli is the color. That is the only thing that works here. And you know what it is too? It's too busy with the ruffles up at the top as well. She's also top heavy. You never want to draw more attention to a person that's top heavy, especially a person who's smaller in stature. So you have all this extra fabric here. It's just too much. This should have been worn by Cynthia or Angela.
Actually, I disagree. It shouldn't but not be worn by anybody.
Well, it shouldn't be worn by anybody, but if somebody from the show had, well, that's fair. It should have been left in the show.
It should be worn on top of your head on New Year's.
Hello? But let me say this, Danielle, because you just hit me when you just said that. Imagine if she would have took off all of that fabric below the ruffles. She would have ate.
Yeah, 100%.
That being a mini dress with all that volume, without that train, she would have ate.
Or if she would have done a cute little moment where she would have done a mullet moment where it would have been a really short cocktail in the front and then gave us train in the back. That still would
Because
have
you're
ate.
short. You need
That
to
still
show
would
me
have
your
ate.
legs.
You need to show your legs, sweetie.
Agreed.
With a
So,
nasty
Kelli,
platform.
hello? Oh. Kelli, I'm sorry, but it's a no for us. It's
sorry, girl.
It's a boot.
It's given. We were all rooting for you. And hopefully she learns something from this.
No.
Hopefully she learns.
Learn something from this.
Hello?
Not this side.
Okay, so I just want to say, first let me introduce. So we have the glue of the cast. Well, that glue dissipated after the first couple episodes, but we have Shamea Morton, Shaya's mother, and this is where I will use a Danielle critique. I would have loved to see this on a Cynthia. I would have loved to see this on an Angela. Shamea is not serving this dress whatsoever. I think this is a gorgeous gown. It is just not working for her. And I want to be very clear. Jared put this in my brain when we first did. I want to say, was it? I think it was Beverly Hills that we did the first time when we reviewed dresses. Jared said, well, the reunion photographers aren't that great. They always tend to, not be that great. And then when we see it, we'd be like, oh, we're in love.
Right. Fair.
Look at Shamea's face. If this is the best shot, look at her face. That means all the other shots had to be Garbaggio sweets. It had to be. And
why did you zoom in on that lady face like that?
Because that face is crazy. Like,
the bob is bobbing, though. I will say that.
The bob is not. I'm sorry. I think you saw
bob.
Angela's bob on with Carlos King, and we saw Kelly's bob on the last episode. Those are real good bobs. This is Garbaggio. I'm sorry. So, Shamea, you got to go. I'm not a fan. Jared, go ahead.
I was honestly terrified for what Shamea was going to wear to the reunion. This is kind of giving me what I expected. A lot of people actually going up for this online. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's what I would have expected from Shamea. The one thing I'm grateful for outside of everything is that she did not wear her her auntie short do. She did borrow a bob from one of the other ladies on the cast. That looks a lot better. But the dress, I'm very much in between. Like, it's Shamea, so it could have gone so far left, I imagine. So
yes,
I'm okay that it's not worse than what it is.
I think that it looks incomplete. We know the budget didn't run out for fabric, but there's something missing. That sheer, it's almost giving pageant queen and housewife reunion put together. But we know that doesn't always land. And you're right. I don't like the photograph. And the more I keep looking at the hair, I will say that maybe we could have used maybe 2 more pieces of extra hair, and it's a little thin. That's it. The skin looks great.
I will point out on Aaron's earlier note and on my note from previous videos when it comes to this, I don't know what the they be doing with this reunion photographer. Hello. But Cynthia posted pictures on her page, and one included Shamea, and the dress looked a lot better in that picture.
So, see?
You know what it is? What I think what's happening with this Shamea photo is it's very similar to me. I am a girl that is, I'm a wide girl. So, like, if you see me from the side, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a wide girl. So, like, if you see me from the side, you be like, oh, he's dainty. But if you see me from the front, sweetie, let's be very clear. If I turn to the side, girl, she's very dainty. Don't you ever try it, sweets. But if you see me from the front, I am a wide girl. I have my mother's hips. Shamea has the same thing. So whenever someone takes a photo from me, sweetie, you can never take a photo of me straight on. You got to angle that phone back a little bit to give me some height. And that's what's happening here. That's the issue. Shamea, I'm sorry. And again, the same critique that Danielle gave on the last one that I agree on. Cut that bottom part off. That's separate. That would have been a beautiful gown. It's too much. It's the length. It throws me off. That difference. If she would have just kept us with those little pieces, how it's, those different parts, just cut that off, and it would have been great.
And you know what it is too? It's the length and it being two different fabrics. That's what it is. You're talking sheer on top of.
Cut that part off.
Yeah, you got to take that out. Oh,
it would have been great.
Sorry.
And so then we move on to the Angela Oakley. So for me, love the dress on Angela. Huge fan, but let me tell you what really irritated me on this. That hair.
Yeah, I don't know what that wand was doing.
What? I'm so angry by this hair with Angela. But this dress on this body, that body, yada, 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 body is everything. So for me, I'm not sure if I said it on the last one with Shamea, but Shamea's a no for me.
Mm-hmm.
But Angela's my first yes so far. She's my first yes. I hate the hair. But Angela, the way the dress is draping on her, so far she has the best dress for me. Well, not the best dress, but it works the best for her.
It makes sense for her.
Yes.
Go
ahead, Jer.
Yeah, I agree. Her body looks amazing. I think the dress is like a perfect balance of, it's her first reunion and it's giving like I'm showing up to a reunion, but also I'm not trying too hard. And I'm not like some of these other girls give.
Fair point.
I have no notes on the dress. I do agree with you about the hair, Aaron. This actually would have been super cute if she wore that same bob she wore on Carlos King. But she would have been sitting right next to Shamea having a bob off. So I guess we couldn't have them both. But as far as the dress itself, yes. I think Angela too, when it comes to her wigs, I'm looking forward to her having a season 2 glow up with the wigs. Her wigs have not been horrible, but have had some areas of opportunity, and I think she'll correct that.
Yeah, well,
there's some room for growth.
There's room for growth,
girl. Okay.
I agree with you guys. The gown definitely fits her to a T. The body's been T all season. We love the body. What I will say is the bob would have worked. I wouldn't have even mind a really nasty sleek pony or a really slicked, like an all the way back, like slicked back kind of hair.
I hate you.
I would have loved like a Dorit. I would have loved that.
I hate you. Bitch, because that was literally my brain. What she tried to do for Phaedra's event on the last episode that she did not execute well. But if it was executed properly and it's just to the back in this,
she would have ate this up. She actually ate this up. Yeah, the only thing that I would say is the hair was completely wrong because it's long and it's too much detail from the chest, the midsection, and the shoulders. So and then you're
Midwest,
tall.
They don't do hair. They don't do hair in the Midwest. It's not their fault.
Well, they don't do anything in the Midwest. No offense to the girls in the Midwest. Love you guys.
See, I just said they had one.
But are they famous
area
for hair?
Opportunity, and here this bitch go dragging them completely. If we lose subscribers, you're off the show. I'm just letting you know.
Shout out to my people from the Midwest. Love y'all, St. Louis. Love y'all, Ribs. Love you, Chicago. Love the deep dish.
So collectively, Angela, right now, only in the order of our screenshots is she's our first.
She's a go. Yeah, she's a thumbs up.
Okay. All right. And so then we're going to move on to, I'm sorry, all that shit you talked. Let me tell. Okay, so we have Phaedra Parks. Let me be the first to tell you. After all that shit you talked, saying that Angela got an old young face or whatever the case may be, and you in the confessional talking about who know Drew, you doing all this dragging. All I hear is
part of you.
This. Now this you're not on point with, Phaedra. I'm sorry. This is disgusting. This is I am gagged by how bad this is. This is I'm about to drag myself. You know, like, don't get me wrong, and which is so crazy because Phaedra actually liked my post for Renaissance. This is giving. I had a cute Fashion Nova bathing suit top, and I went to Joann's Fabric and just decided to do like a cute little sarong on the bottom. and I had my old school Giuseppe Zanotti shoes that has not been popping.
Because we all had them.
And I wanted to be Maleficent. And, you know, that was the vibe I went for. This is horrible. This is horrible. And the reason I say it's horrible, because I know a lot of girls went up for this. But my thing is this. You know how you be around people and, you know, like you cool with hanging with them.
Right.
But the moment that they are critical of someone, you be like, I know you're not talking shit when you look like that. But you didn't have an issue with how they look until they started being negative about people. That is this look for me. And so it's a no for me. Phaedra has never looked this poor on a reunion. And we talking when she was wearing work clothes on her first season.
She was doing a blazer and suit. She was giving Hillary. That's true.
Yeah, this one is also rough. It's very much it's just giving me RuPaul's Drag Race. We're gonna have a design challenge. I don't know how to sew. That's exactly what it's giving to me.
You ate that, Jared. You ate that.
And the crazy part is, and I can't wait to see the actual reunion because I just know when she put this on, she just knew she was it up, and I know she was so excited about it, and she looks ridiculous. It's rough, Phaedra, but welcome back to Housewives.
Same critique though. Same critique of Kelli. Too much volume at the bottom. You're a little girl. Why? Yeah. Look at that train. It's all on the ground. Literally. Like, hold on.
Yeah.
Look at all that fabric on the ground.
Yeah.
You have no legs, sweetie, and you thick. Why would you have that much volume? That's crazy.
And then you did a crazy shoe too to top it off. It's giving Poseidon Jr. I want to start from the crown. The crown would have been okay because we've seen housewives do headpieces, right? But
Porsha did it infamously in the purple. Porsha did great with that.
Listen, the headpiece is not the issue. It's the way you have the headpiece. You're doing a 32-inch wig, but that's in a 630 bust down. You got the big ass earrings. I didn't even get below the chest yet, so it's already a lot going on up here. And then
I got you. Hold on, there you go.
Well, and again, so earrings. She looks like almost like and shout out to our Hindu followers and Buddhists. She's giving whatever this is, that cultural.
Damn, I'm not doing this with you today. This is
you know what? This is cultural misappropriation. This is what this is. Well, when we edit the video, I want you to put a picture of the Buddha goddess who with this right here. If she was in New Delhi, she'd be worshipped. In Atlanta, this is gonna work. I don't like this. Now I don't like that. But then you would be going to hell because you're at the temple with the titties out. So you see how that don't work? And I don't like it.
Do you know what the common theme so far between all of us, even though we haven't said this? It's balance. There hasn't been any balance yet. Angela has given us the most balance, but with Phaedra, the fact that Phaedra decided to frame her face instead of putting a lot of volume in the front of her forehead, literally, all this makes Phaedra's face look like a fat apple face bitch. That's what that looks like right here, because she framed her face instead of making the crown protrude. Sometimes I really be like, maybe I should step out and really be a stylist, but I just can't do it because the girls don't like to listen. And so then we have Sidora. Now, Jared, I already know you brought up RuPaul's Drag Race, and let me be the first to take you out. This is the most Ru we got here, bitch. Again, it's the balance for me. Wish she would have continued with the theme of the feathers. I think more feathers would have been the drama.
Yeah.
Because what's gaggy, if I did not tell y'all what the theme was and all y'all had to go off was what y'all saw, what would the theme be to y'all?
Mardi Gras.
Damn, I wasn't even go there. That's the theme for y'all, Mardi Gras? You too, Jared? You think Mardi Gras?
What's the thing called? Carnival.
Okay.
Carnival.
See, I would have thought.
Yeah.
I would have thought because it's a black cast, I would have thought canary. Everyone's wearing the canary yellow. I would have thought the theme would have been yellow. The theme is diamonds, bitch.
Wait, what?
Like it's right. It's literally the theme is diamond sweets. Hold on. It is crystal drench. That's what the theme is. Crystal drench. You would have never thought that. You would have never thought that.
I ain't seen a crystal yet.
So this is my critique. But go ahead, go, Jared.
Nothing. I gotta wait because there's this person coming up, and I ain't seen that wrong crystal in their dress, but we haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, but watch this though. If she could have done, Drew could have done a full feathered look, and where your crystal comes in at is your shoes. It's your jewelry. She could have given us a full feathered vibe, that full dress, and then just gave us the crystals on the shoe.
Or gave nasty jewelry.
Yes. This is not difficult. I'm gagged by this. I'm legitimately gagged. Drew, again, I don't want you there. I mean, you saved yourself in terms of being on the show, but this look is horrible.
So now I'm even more confused because the theme is dripping crystals, and then Phaedra just said, "Let me put on a helmet."
So you see, she went gladiator. So it's a lot of centuries. Like there are a lot of centuries going on there. Like I'm getting Roman Empire meets Buddhist. So you see, oh god,
eras of times and cultures. I think Drew looks great from the neck up. The glam is on point as it has been for the majority of the season. I'm gonna say something. I don't hate this. Well, now you zoomed in. Never mind. I mean, I still don't hate it, but I think Drew, I put in the same category as Shamea. Drew has been notoriously awful, especially at reunions. That teal dress from last year haunts me.
That was terrible.
Oh, this is an improvement over that. And just for that, like, I can't even hate it because I feel like as bad as she looks here, this is the best she's ever looked at a reunion, which is saying, I don't know if it's saying a lot or saying, yes, it's good job, I guess.
I'm about to have you start going first. You know, I might have to continue to keep going first because Jared always makes me change my mind. I appreciate that.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
Like, he's right. I immediately like flip back to her reviews. I'm like, oh, right, this is the best she's looked. Right. So go ahead,
I agree that I would have loved a full yellow canary bodycon ostrich feather dress, completely clean. And she could have and it could have still been a tube top style, but I would have wanted a nasty diamond choker, really thick, and then a nasty little one, like a couple little tennis bracelets, and then we would have been good. I also would have appreciated if she did a slick back ponytail. I would have appreciated if she did something shorter. The feather here it's covering. You're doing 28 inches worth of hair. It's covering up the one feather that was put there for whatever reason. That doesn't make any sense to me, but. This just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like
that's actually the part that makes the most sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm not critiquing your critique, but I'm saying I see where they were going, like the
but that's what I'm saying.
Balance.
But that's what I'm saying. For me, I feel like the sketch of what this dress was supposed to look like isn't what she's wearing. Does that make sense?
I agree.
Something
else. You're saying. You're right.
This is definitely custom. But at the same time, whatever the sketch gave was not executed properly. That's what I'll say.
Agreed. I agree. Agreed. I agree. Now, honey. We have Porsha Williams, and let me be the first to tell you, everybody, well, she's only winning 8. Honey, let me tell you, okay, so, okay. I'm trying to,
Zoom in on that face, baby. Look at her face.
No. But you want to gag? Do you want to gag? Can I gag you real quick? Let me show you something. You see Drew?
Mm-hmm.
You see Drew?
Yes.
You see Phaedra?
Yes.
You see Angela?
Yes.
You see Shamea.
And
you see Kelli.
And
Porsha is the only one that gave us fucking angles in this photo. Okay.
best dress, hands down, period. It's nothing to talk about.
I used the word when we were describing all the other girls. Balance. Porsha is a taller girl, but she's not tall. Porsha got all that fabric on the bottom. What did Porsha do? I'm not gonna stand on the ground. I'm gonna stand on the steps so I can have the fabric cascade over the steps because I understand balance. I am going to have this metal bodice. As a girl that has done a metal bodice, she knows. I am also going to give you all this fabric, but I'm also going to put my split near the cooch. Porsha 8. Porsha.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but Phaedra thought she was going to give this and that look, and it did not execute the same way, bitch. It didn't land.
Listen, let me be the first to tell you. Porsha could have been a reason that I am not with Broken Home, but if she showed up at our divorce hearing wearing this, I get it, makes sense. I'd leave me from that bitch too, looking like this is it. This is
That's a nasty mug.
But do you see the dog, bro?
She got it right.
Like.
She got it right.
I haven't. This is on the level of RHOA. This is on the level of what we saw on RHOA. Actually, this eats. Oh my god! Like, I'm sorry, but Porsha. Again, what did I say on the last episode when we were talking about the Shamea? Porsha knows how to play the game. Porsha knows how to play the game, and here we go. Go ahead, Jared.
I mean, so I need to go, girl. You went on for an hour. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, she looks great. Danielle, what do you think?
Yeah, Miss Mama's 8. Honestly, I couldn't agree with both of you guys more. Well, really more Aaron anyway, because he was hot and bothered. But what I would honestly, I would probably leave. I would leave my family for Porsha if she wanted to be in a relationship. I would leave her if she was wearing that.
The one thing I do want to point out too is that the common theme here too with Porsha and with Angela, who are two standouts so far, is that they're the only two where the dress is not wearing them; they're wearing the dress.
Hello.
But what I will say, excuse me. What I will say, slightly, I agree with that critique, Jared. But I do feel that Angela wore the dress. Porsha and her dress are simpatico. Like they are both. Like no one is doing more than the other. They are matched perfectly together. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it makes
Porsha.
sense too. It makes sense. Like Porsha, this looks like this dress was made for Porsha. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Good job, girl. 10s across the boards. Good job, Porsha. 10s across the board. Huh?
It's giving Kato. Next.
I don't mind this. So I feel like, okay, one, Cynthia is just a friend of the show. Two, Cynthia has given some of the best reunion looks ever in her time as a housewife. To me, this is giving like a Mariah Carey-esque, like, I'm here, I don't have nothing to prove, I'm going to show up here and be comfortable, this is what I got. I'm not going to be out here the whole time anyway, so this is what you get. And I'm not mad at it. She looks good.
Okay, Danielle, let me jump in real quick.
Go ahead.
Well, first of all, Jared, it's what have you done for me lately? That's one. We have also had one of the longest running girls that has ate every single reunion up, and she was a friend the majority of times we see in the reunion. That was Marlo. Marlo always showed up eating the girls up. And yes, she did have more to prove because she didn't have a piece, but at the end of the day, Cynthia, you were on Vogue. This is unacceptable. For the level of what Cynthia gave us. Cynthia is not even touching the room that she has put us in from some of the shit that we've seen.
But Cynthia
That's all I
really,
got.
out of all her previous seasons, even though this was her like her real like first time being a friend to the show, I mean, did she really give this season? This was probably like her, because she was a friend of the show. This was her quietest season yet. I think this is one of the safest dresses she's ever worn on Housewives history. What I will say is kudos to you listening to the fans, and your glam squad listening to the fans. The wig is fabulous.
Oh, she's the one where I was asking where the hell are the diamonds. She just got pleats. Does she have
Oh, that
diamonds?
was who? Oh,
Yeah.
see, I thought you were going to say that about Porsha, because I didn't. But then when I zoomed in, I did see a lot of accessories. Yeah. Is that it? Oh, that's it. Mm-hmm. Well, guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and please tell us who was your fave. Because I think we all agree that our fave was Porsha, right?
Porsha.
Agreed.
Who was our least? Jared, who's your least?
Phaedra.
Okay. Daniel, who's your least?
Drew.
Damn.
Mine is Kelli. Wow.
Oh,
Look at us all being different.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in to Everybody Just Calm Down the podcast. Peace.